Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins All World. Today, we're diving into a coin that might just be hiding a small fortune in your collection, the 1973 United States half dollar. This classic coin, which was minted during an important time in American history, is not only fascinating in terms of its design and history, but it also holds a unique place in the coin collecting world due to its potential value. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone curious about the world of rare coins, the 1973 half dollar might be a coin you want to take a closer look at. Before we get into the value of the 1973 half dollar, let's first explore the historical context surrounding its release. The 1973 half dollar was minted in the midst of a dynamic period in American history. The country was navigating through the early 1970s, a time of political change, social shifts, and economic challenges. This was the year when the United States was still using the iconic Kennedy half dollar, which had been introduced in 1964 following the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The Kennedy half dollar became one of the most well-known coins in American history, and the 1973 version was a continuation of this tribute to the late president. Designed by Gilroy Roberts, the Kennedy half dollar features a striking portrait of John F. Kennedy on the obverse side. His face is depicted in a dignified, high-relief profile, with the word "Liberty" inscribed above his head. Below the portrait is the year of mintage, which in this case, is 1973. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find the traditional heraldic eagle, which was designed by Frank Gasparo. The eagle holds a bundle of arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing America's strength and peace efforts, respectively. The reverse also features the inscription "United States of America" and "half dollar." While the 1973 half dollar was minted in large quantities, not all of them are considered valuable in the world of coin collecting. The vast majority of these coins were produced for regular circulation, meaning they saw heavy use and wear over the years. As a result, many of them are in relatively poor condition today, and their value remains close to their face value of 50 cents. However, if you happen to have a well-preserved 1973 half dollar, or even better, one that has a special minting mark or error, then the coin could be worth far more than you'd expect. The value of a coin, especially one like the 1973 half dollar, is largely determined by its rarity and condition. Most of the 1973 Kennedy half dollars were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and they carry no mint mark. However, some coins were struck at the Denver Mint and feature a D mint mark on the obverse. These coins were produced in slightly smaller numbers, which can make them more desirable to collectors. In addition, coins struck at the San Francisco Mint, with the S mint mark, were also produced in limited quantities, primarily for collectors. It's important to note that the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins that were used in everyday transactions can show a lot of wear, including scratches, discoloration, and flattened details. But if you manage to come across a 1973 half dollar in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be in luck. These coins are often sought after by collectors because they've been well preserved, with sharp details and minimal signs of wear. Coins in this state can fetch much higher prices than their worn counterparts. In addition to condition, collectors also pay attention to certain minting errors. Minting errors occur when a coin is struck incorrectly during production, and these errors can add significant value to a coin. For example, a 1973 half dollar with a misaligned strike, double die, or another type of error could be worth considerably more than a standard, error-free coin. These error coins are rare, and finding one in your collection is like striking gold. If you happen to discover a 1973 Kennedy half dollar with an error, it could be worth far more than you might expect. Now, the big question: how much is the 1973 Kennedy half dollar really worth? If you have a 1973 half dollar that's been well preserved in uncirculated condition, you could see its value rise significantly. While most 1973 half dollars in average condition are only worth a few dollars, the ones that are in excellent condition or have a rare minting error can be worth much more. In fact, some of the rarest and most well-preserved examples have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars. But the most exceptional examples, the ones that combine the perfect condition with rarity and perhaps a unique minting error, can reach astronomical values. So, here's the moment you've been waiting for. If you're fortunate enough to have a 1973 half dollar that's in uncirculated condition, or, better yet, one with a rare minting error, your coin could be worth an impressive $80,000. Yes, that's $80,000 for a single 1973 Kennedy half dollar. It's amazing to think that a coin originally worth just 50 cents could be worth so much, but the world of coin collecting has a way of turning seemingly ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. If you think you may have one of these valuable coins, it's important to have it professionally graded. A professional grading service can assess the condition, authenticity, and rarity of the coin, giving you an accurate picture of its true value. Coins that have been graded by a reputable service are often worth much more on the market, as collectors rely on these grades to ensure they're getting the best quality coin possible. Now that you know the potential value of the 1973 Kennedy half dollar, it's time to take a closer look at your own coin collection. Whether you're an experienced collector or a beginner, the 1973 half dollar is a coin that's worth keeping an eye on. So, check your old coin jars, your change from the past, and see if you have a hidden gem on your hands. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1972 United States half dollar. The Kennedy half dollar has a rich history, and while it may be a familiar coin to many, the 1972 version, in particular, holds a special place in the world of coin collecting. If you're a collector, investor, or just someone who enjoys discovering hidden treasures, you're in for a treat today. This coin could be worth far more than you think, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why. First, let's talk about the history of the Kennedy half dollar. Introduced in 1964, just after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy, this coin was created as a tribute to the late president. The coin was designed by artist Gilroy Roberts, who crafted an elegant profile of Kennedy on the obverse, accompanied by the inscription "Liberty" and the year of minting. On the reverse side, the coin features a majestic eagle designed by Frank Gasparo, holding arrows and an olive branch, a powerful symbol of America's strength and peace. The Kennedy half dollar was first released as a response to public demand for a coin that honored President Kennedy. His untimely death shocked the nation, and many Americans wanted a lasting tribute to his legacy. As a result, the Kennedy half dollar became an immediate icon. Since then, it has remained one of the most popular coins in American numismatics. Over the years, the design has remained mostly the same, though some subtle changes were made, such as the inclusion of a mint mark, depending on where the coin was struck. Now, let's zoom in on the 1972 Kennedy half dollar specifically. The 1972 issue is one of the most interesting in the series because it was minted during a time of significant change in the United States. In the early 1970s, the country was dealing with social, economic, and political turbulence, including the end of the Vietnam War, the Watergate scandal, and growing inflation. It was a time when the United States was still adjusting to a post-Kennedy world, but the Kennedy half dollar remained a comforting and symbolic link to a beloved leader. In 1972, these coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. The Philadelphia Mint produced coins, which bear no mint mark, are the most common, but the Denver Mint produced coins with a D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint produced coins with an S mint mark. The mint mark can be found just below the "In God We Trust" inscription, to the right of Kennedy's neck. So why is the 1972 Kennedy half dollar so valuable, and what makes it stand out from other coins in the series? While the coin's design is classic and timeless, there are a few specific factors that contribute to its value in the world of numismatics. The first is the coin's condition. As with most coins, a 1972 half dollar in excellent, uncirculated condition is far more valuable than one that has been heavily circulated and shows signs of wear. Many 1972 half dollars were used in everyday transactions, which means that most of them have visible scratches, dents, or other signs of wear. These coins, while still historical, are relatively easy to find and typically don't command much more than their face value of 50 cents. However, the real treasure lies in those 1972 half dollars that have been preserved in pristine condition, coins that have been stored carefully and have no visible signs of wear. These well-preserved coins are rare and can be worth significantly more. Another important factor that affects the value of the 1972 Kennedy half dollar is the presence of minting errors. While minting errors are uncommon, they are highly sought after by collectors because they make the coin unique. Some of the more famous minting errors for the 1972 half dollar include double dies, where certain features of the design, such as the date or lettering, appear doubled or off-center. These error coins are considered highly valuable because they're essentially one-of-a-kind and stand out from the regular, error-free coins. If you're lucky enough to find a 1972 half dollar with a significant minting error, it could make a huge difference in its value. These error coins can often fetch thousands of dollars at auction, depending on the severity and rarity of the mistake. But even if you don't find an error coin, an uncirculated, high-quality 1972 Kennedy half dollar could still be worth a significant amount of money. So, what is the 1972 Kennedy half dollar really worth? The answer depends largely on the condition of the coin and whether it has any special features like a minting error. Most 1972 half dollars in average condition are worth just a few dollars, maybe $2 to $5. However, when it comes to uncirculated coins in near-perfect condition, the value jumps substantially. If you have one of these pristine examples, you could be looking at a value of $10 to $50 or more, but here's the kicker: the rarest and most exceptional 1972 Kennedy half dollars, especially those with minting errors, can fetch far more than that. You might be surprised to learn that a 1972 half dollar in perfect condition or with an extremely rare error can be worth a jaw-dropping $81,000. Yes, that's $81,000 for a single coin. It's incredible to think that a coin originally worth just 50 cents could command such an astounding amount, but the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and this is one of them. If you happen to have a 1972 Kennedy half dollar in your collection, it's definitely worth getting it professionally graded. A professional grading service will assess the coin's condition, authenticity, and rarity, and provide you with an accurate estimate of its market value. Grading your coins is the best way to ensure you get top dollar if you decide to sell, as buyers are always more willing to pay a premium for coins that have been graded and authenticated by experts. As you can see, the 1972 Kennedy half dollar is much more than just a piece of currency. It's a collectible with the potential to be worth a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone interested in the world of numismatics, it's always worth taking a closer look at your coins to see if you've got a hidden gem. After all, a single coin could be worth more than you ever imagined. Today's video is for you. We're going to take a deep dive into one of the lesser-known yet incredibly valuable coins from the United States, the 1981 Kennedy half dollar. While this may not be a coin that you think of when imagining high-value collectibles, it has a secret worth discovering. Trust us, by the end of this video, you'll be looking at your own half dollars with a new sense of excitement. Let's start by setting the stage. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964, as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy following his tragic assassination in 1963. The coin was an immediate hit with the American public, and its design has become one of the most iconic in U.S. numismatics. Gilroy Roberts' portrait of Kennedy graces the obverse side, while the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, features a majestic eagle holding arrows and an olive branch, which represents the balance of military power and peace. This imagery resonates deeply with the American spirit and adds a level of prestige to the coin. Now, let's fast forward to 1981, the year we're focusing on today. The 1981 Kennedy half dollar, like its predecessors, was struck in honor of President Kennedy's legacy. By this time, the coin was no longer produced for general circulation, but rather for collectors. This was part of a broader shift in the minting practices of the U.S. government. By the early 1980s, coins like the half dollar were being made in more limited numbers, primarily as proof sets or in special mintages. The 1981 Kennedy Half Dollar was minted at both the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. As with many other coins, the version from the Philadelphia Mint doesn't have a mint mark, while the Denver Mint coins are marked with a D. These two mint marks are essential for collectors to note, as they can sometimes make a big difference in the coin's value. The 1981 half dollar was produced in relatively high quantities, but the real value lies in coins that are in exceptional condition or those that have been carefully preserved over the decades. While most 1981 half dollars are in average condition, some collectors have been fortunate enough to find coins that are in mint or near mint condition, and that's where the real value comes into play. It's essential to understand that coin values are determined by several factors, including rarity, condition, and sometimes unique characteristics such as minting errors. While the 1981 Kennedy half dollar is not rare in terms of production, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is a different story. Coins that have remained in excellent condition without suffering from wear and tear are often referred to as gem quality coins. A gem quality 1981 half dollar, one that has sharp, clear details and no visible flaws, is significantly more valuable than one that has been through years of circulation. These coins are highly sought after by collectors because they preserve the beauty and elegance of the original design. A coin with this level of preservation might only have been handled by a collector and stored carefully, making it a real find for those lucky enough to stumble upon one. But the value of the 1981 Kennedy half dollar doesn't just come from its pristine condition. Minting errors can also make a coin far more valuable. Minting errors happen when a coin is struck incorrectly, and these mistakes can create coins that are rare and highly prized by collectors. For example, double strikes, off-center designs, or missing lettering can all lead to a coin being considered a rare and unique error piece. These errors make the coin more desirable, and therefore, more valuable. If you happen to find a 1981 Kennedy half dollar with a noticeable minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth far more than its face value. Even without minting errors, the 1981 Kennedy half dollar has seen its value steadily rise, particularly for well-preserved examples. When coins like these are graded by a professional grading service, they receive a numerical grade that helps collectors determine how rare or valuable the coin is based on its condition. Coins in mint condition can receive a grade of MS 65 or higher, making them highly sought after. As you might imagine, the higher the grade, the higher the value. These coins are in great demand, and collectors often bid fiercely to add them to their collections. So, how much is a 1981 Kennedy half dollar worth? On its own, a regular 1981 half dollar might only fetch a few dollars above its face value, around $1 to $5, depending on its condition. However, when you start talking about coins in near-perfect condition or coins that have a unique minting error, the price can skyrocket. A gem-quality 1981 half dollar with no visible signs of wear could be worth anywhere from $50 to $200. But if you happen to have an error coin or one with an incredibly low mintage in uncirculated condition, then you could be looking at a truly remarkable value. Here's where it gets really exciting. If you happen to have one of the rarest and most valuable 1981 Kennedy half dollars in your collection, one that combines pristine quality with rarity, you could be sitting on a coin worth an incredible $73,000. Yes, you heard that right, $73,000 for a single coin. It's incredible to think that a coin that once only circulated as 50 cents could now be worth such an astronomical amount. The combination of high demand, low supply, and exceptional condition is what drives the price of coins like the 1981 Kennedy half dollar to these jaw-dropping levels. If you think you may have a rare or valuable 1981 Kennedy half dollar, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded. A coin expert will be able to assess its condition, look for any potential minting errors, and give you an accurate value for it. Having your coin graded not only helps you understand its true worth but also makes it more appealing to collectors and buyers if you ever decide to sell. So, whether you're an experienced coin collector or someone just starting to explore the world of numismatics, keep an eye out for the 1981 Kennedy half dollar. It might just be the coin that elevates your collection and earns you a substantial return. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after coins in American history, the 1776 to 1976 United States Bicentennial Half Dollar. If you've ever come across one of these in your coin jar or while browsing through old change, you might be holding a true hidden treasure. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover why this seemingly ordinary coin is worth far more than you might think. The 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Half Dollar was minted to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, marking 2 centuries since the United States officially became a nation. The United States government decided to issue special commemorative coins in honor of this milestone, and the half dollar was one of the key pieces in the bicentennial coinage series. But what makes this coin so special, and why has it captured the attention of collectors and investors for so many years? First, let's talk about the coin's unique design. The obverse side of the 1776 to 1976 half dollar features a bold and striking image of the Liberty Bell, which symbolizes freedom and independence. The Liberty Bell is positioned next to a stylized version of the moon, which ties into the themes of exploration and the spirit of a new nation. The year 1776 to 1976 is prominently displayed above the Liberty Bell, reinforcing the significance of the bicentennial celebration. The reverse of the coin is equally as powerful, showing a depiction of the famed drummer boy from the Revolutionary War. This side also includes the words United States of America and half dollar, along with the mint mark. The 1776 to 1976 half dollar was released in both 40% silver and copper-nickel compositions, depending on the minting process used. The coin was struck in large quantities, and most of the coins circulated widely across the country during the bicentennial celebrations. But while millions of these coins were produced, there are several key factors that influence the value of a particular coin, such as its condition, mint mark, and whether it has any unique characteristics or errors that set it apart from the standard issue. As with all coins, condition plays a huge role in determining the value of the 1776 to 1976 bicentennial half dollar. Coins that were heavily circulated and show signs of wear and tear are typically worth less than those that have been well preserved and kept in uncirculated condition. A well-maintained coin, especially one that has been stored carefully and protected from any damage, is far more valuable in the eyes of collectors. These coins are often referred to as mint state or uncirculated coins, and they are worth significantly more than their counterparts that have been in circulation. But here's the real secret: there are certain 1776 to 1976 half dollars that are far rarer and more valuable than others. For example, certain variations of the coin, such as those with unique mint marks, are harder to find and are highly sought after by collectors. The 1776 to 1976 half dollar was minted at several different locations, including the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. The coins from the Philadelphia Mint are generally considered to be the most common, as they were produced without a mint mark. The Denver Mint coins are marked with a D, and the San Francisco Mint coins are marked with an S. However, the real excitement happens when you start looking for coins that have been struck with minting errors or unique characteristics. For instance, one of the most valuable variants of the 1776 to 1976 half dollar is the coin that was struck in error with a double die or a misaligned die, which results in a design that appears slightly off-center or features overlapping images. These error coins are rare and highly prized in the world of numismatics. If you have a 1776 to 1976 half dollar with any sort of noticeable error, it could dramatically increase the coin's value. Coins with such errors can often fetch thousands of dollars, depending on the severity of the mistake and the coin's overall condition. Another significant factor in the coin's value is its silver content. The 1776 to 1976 bicentennial half dollar was made of 40% silver, and this silver content makes it more valuable than regular clad coins. The market price of silver fluctuates over time, so the value of the coin's silver content can also affect its overall worth. In addition to the coin's silver value, the rarity and condition of the coin will play an even more crucial role in determining its price. Now, let's talk about the potential value you could unlock if you happen to have a rare, uncirculated 1776 to 1976 half dollar in your collection. While most of these coins are still relatively affordable, certain examples have been known to fetch high prices in the marketplace. For instance, a perfect example of the coin, graded at MS 68 or higher, could be worth upwards of several $100s, depending on its specific characteristics and condition. But here's where it gets really exciting: the most exceptional 1776 to 1976 bicentennial half dollar, particularly those in pristine condition with unique errors or features, can be worth an astonishing $90,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $90,000 for a single coin. It's almost hard to believe that a coin that once circulated as just 50 cents could now be worth so much, but the world of rare coins is full of surprises, and this one certainly doesn't disappoint. If you're lucky enough to have one of these rare and valuable 1776 to 1976 bicentennial half dollars, you could be holding a piece of American history that's worth a small fortune. If you think you might have a coin that could be worth more than face value, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. Grading services will assess the coin's condition, identify any unique features, and assign it a grade that can help you understand its true market value. So, if you've got a stash of bicentennial half dollars sitting around, it's time to start looking more closely at each one. You might just be sitting on a rare treasure that could significantly increase your net worth. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the 1776 to 1976 bicentennial half dollar is one coin you don't want to overlook. Today's video might just make you take another look at those old half dollars. Today, we're talking about a coin that might not initially catch your eye, but believe me, it's worth your attention. We're diving into the 1983 United States half dollar, an often overlooked coin that could be hiding some serious value. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be surprised at just how much this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth. First, let's start with some history. The 1983 half dollar is part of the larger Kennedy half dollar series, which was introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy following his tragic assassination. Over the years, the design has remained mostly the same, with the iconic portrait of Kennedy on the obverse and the powerful eagle on the reverse. This coin is instantly recognizable to most Americans, and it has become a staple of the U.S. coinage system. Now, the 1983 half dollar, much like other coins from this era, was produced for circulation. However, it wasn't minted in huge quantities like some other U.S. coins. In fact, the Kennedy half dollar began to see less circulation in the 1970s and 1980s, as it became more of a collector's item and less of a commonly used coin. The U.S. Mint continued to produce these coins, but they were often sold in special sets or packaged for collectors rather than being distributed for regular use. The 1983 half dollar was minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint have no mint mark, while those struck at the Denver Mint bear a D. It's essential to keep an eye on these details when you're searching for valuable coins, as certain mint marks can influence the rarity and value of a coin. While many 1983 half dollars may not seem particularly rare, there are certain factors that can make one worth much more than you might expect. One of the key factors that can make a 1983 half dollar valuable is its condition. As with any coin, the state of preservation plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins that have been circulated and show signs of wear, such as scratches, dings, or fading, are generally worth less than coins that have been carefully stored and protected. The term mint state is used to describe coins that have never been in circulation and have remained in excellent condition, with sharp details and no visible imperfections. Mint state coins are highly prized by collectors, and those in exceptional condition can command much higher prices. The 1983 half dollar is not particularly rare when it comes to its overall production. However, if you're lucky enough to find a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, it can definitely be worth more than its face value. Coins that are graded at MS 65 or higher can fetch significantly higher prices on the open market, especially when it comes to collectors looking for a high-quality example to add to their collection. but that's not all. There are a few other factors that can increase the value of the 1983 half dollar, including any minting errors. While not as common as some other types of errors, minting mistakes can occur when the coin is struck improperly, resulting in things like off-center designs, double strikes, or other variations. These error coins are especially sought after by collectors because they represent a unique piece of history. A 1983 half dollar with a minting error could be worth much more than a standard example, especially if the error is noticeable and significant. It's important to mention that not all minting errors will make a coin valuable. The more dramatic and rare the error, the higher the price. A common error might increase the value of the coin by a few dollars, while a major error, such as a double die or a coin struck with the wrong die, could push the price to new heights. If you come across a 1983 half dollar with a noticeable error, it's definitely worth having it professionally graded by a trusted coin grading service to determine its true value. Now, you may be wondering, how much could a 1983 half dollar really be worth? If you find a coin in mint state condition, it might be worth anywhere from $10 to $50, depending on the grade and rarity. But if you happen to find a well-preserved 1983 half dollar with a major minting error, or if you just happen to have an exceptionally high-quality specimen, you could be sitting on a much more valuable coin. In fact, certain 1983 half dollars have been known to fetch prices that make coin collectors sit up and take notice. Here's where the excitement really kicks in. If you have an exceptional 1983 half dollar, one that combines pristine condition with rarity or a unique minting error, you could be holding a coin worth a staggering $65,000. Yes, you heard that right, $65,000 for a single half dollar. It's incredible to think that a coin that originally circulated as just 50 cents could now be worth so much, but that's the magic of the coin collecting world. A well-preserved coin with a rare characteristic can fetch a price that far exceeds its original value. If you think you may have a valuable 1983 half dollar, it's worth having it professionally graded. A grading service will evaluate the condition of the coin, look for any unique features or errors, and assign it a grade that helps determine its market value. The higher the grade, the higher the price you can expect to get for your coin. So, the next time you're sorting through your change or searching through your coin collection, take a closer look at any 1983 half dollars you might find. Who knows? You might have a rare, mint-condition coin or even an error piece that's worth thousands. Keep an eye on those details, and who knows, you could be the lucky owner of a coin worth a small fortune. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1983 United States half dollar and want to learn more about valuable coins and how to spot hidden treasures, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new discovery. Happy collecting, and we'll see you in the next video.